the immortal John Hancock, and today I'm here to celebrate how awesome the Sega Dreamcast was. And so recently the Dreamcast turned 17 years old, and gosh, I can't believe it's that old already. Well, I have some great memories of the Sega Dreamcast. On top of, I want to share the greatest hits list, the Sega All Stars of the system. And so my fond memories of the Sega Dreamcast were, I actually was an assistant manager working at a GameStop when the Dreamcast launched, and I have to say, one of the greatest retail experiences I had, seeing Sega fans of all ages coming in and purchasing a new system for Sega. It was a wonderful time. It was hectic, but one of my greatest memories in retail. I had a great time. It was busy. It was hectic. Seeing Sega sell so well at launch was wonderful. And so, without further ado, I'd like to share. Sega Dreamcast had its own list of greatest hits titles called Sega All Stars for the Sega Dreamcast, and this is typically what a all-star game would look like. It had like an orange spine, and this manual had kind of a black inset there, and so pretty neat. The disc typically did say Sega All-Star on them, and it was a pretty good library. A lot of sports titles, but for people that don't have a lot of space, there's only 17 in this list. Now, with that being said, some of these are pretty tough to get, so I just would like to show what a complete set. There are 17. So this is Crazy Taxi. Awesome game too. One of my favorite games on the system. Just so much fun to play. The soundtrack, so good. House of the Dead 2. Another one of my favorites, Hydro Thunder. Played this game a lot. It was good. Not a lot of boat racing games too, and this one was well done. It was on some other systems. I liked the Dreamcast version. Wasn't perfect, but I liked it. This one's pretty tough to get, Marvel vs. Capcom. Again, it's harder to find the All-Star version of this game. NBA 2K. The 2K series was a great sports lineup. They did make the NBA 2K1. Again, the sports series was a great seller for Sega. I was a fan of the football series the most. NFL 2K, oh my gosh, I played that so much when it came out. What a great series. You know, it's unfortunate that they succumbed to the might of EA. But that's okay. NFL 2K1. This next one's pretty hard to get too. NFL Blitz 2000. Again, greatest hit, All Stars. I keep wanting to say greatest hits. It's not great. It's Sega All Stars. So again, gosh, NFL Blitz series is such a good football. If you don't like the simulation football, NFL Blitz, if you haven't played it before, it's a great series. It's arcade fun. You can play a game pretty fast, and I love it. I love it. Next up, NHL 2K. For those hockey fans out there, I like hockey. I was just again a fan of the 2K series. Football was my favorite. Another one that's a little bit harder to get and a little spendy is Power Stone. It's a great kind of 4-on-4 arcade style beat 'em up fighting game. Plays a little bit like a Smash game with a different perspective, but and they made a sequel too. But the All-Star version, Power Stone 1. Next up is Ready to Rumble. Pretty hard one to get to. A neat series. Next up, we got Sega Bass Fishing. That's a good one. We have Sonic Adventure Classic. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. Virtua Tennis. As well as Sega's World Series Baseball 2K1, another sports title. So there are a lot of sports titles, but I think it's a pretty solid lineup. There's definitely some awesome titles in there. Probably Crazy Taxi being my favorite. You know what's pretty surprising, and again going back to a memory I had of Sega Dreamcast when it came out. I played a ton of Soul Calibur. That is the game for me that sold the system. It was super awesome. I'm really surprised it's not a Sega All Stars version, because it came out when the system was launched, and I'm pretty surprised that it didn't make an All Star version. But who knows? I don't know the specific rules of how many titles need to be sold for an All Star version. But anyways, what are your fond memories of Sega Dreamcast? Comment below. Please subscribe and like. I am just having fun here. And this is the immortal John Hancock. Looking forward to do many more videos. Signing out.